you can't outwork scale. The one thing that I see, from CEOs and founders is they try and outwork the business that comes in and the scale that happens. But you have to work on those three things. Think about how businesses start. It says, hey, Pablo, I have this idea. Do you want to come join me? And you say, yeah, I'm not doing anything else. Yeah, I'm your brother-in-law. Come join you, right? And so you see lots of family members inside organizations when they start. And so that means that was the best available person that I could pay at the time to do that work. And so human capital is one piece. Do I have the right person in the right seat doing the right thing? So I look and say, where are our gaps? Especially, I think in particular, this is from 0 to 10 million. I see these three things. And so, people who were generalists, great at like wearing lots of hats in a business, now it starts to get to be a little bit more specific as you get to that 10 million-ish mark. The second piece is systems and process. We used to hold a meeting and it would be the five of us in a room, and I'd yell over and say, hey, Pablo, ship that order. The credit card got done. And so that doesn't work when you're lots of people and lots of orders. So you have to have systems and process to facilitate the speed at which you're going. And then, early stage startups, they normally don't invest in technology because they don't have the money or the expertise to implement it. And then you get to real revenues and you have to start using technology because it's the ultimate game changer in speed. It replaces masses of people. Instead of doing things manually, you automate lots of stuff.
Is that all in order? I mean, is that sequential order, right? Or is that in order based on size of companies, right? Is that a clear question?
Yeah. And I mean, you're asking a broad brushstroke question, which I appreciate, but it's really different for every business that you walk into. The human capital that I may walk into at one company could be much greater and not an urgency to fix. So again, I think about things in capacity order. What is my biggest priority? It all has to get done, but it doesn't have to get done today. So what is my order of operations? How clear is my picture to accelerate this business? You can't outwork scale. The one thing that I see, from CEOs and founders is they try and outwork the business that comes in and the scale that happens, but you have to work on those three things. So technology makes you go faster, harder to implement typically. Systems and process creates clarity between departments and communication and how we move things through. And then human capital, that's the easiest fix when a business is out of control. Just hire more humans and bring them in. At the end of the day, though, if you're really going to scale your business, it's got to be better systems and process, and it's got to be better technology. And by the way, we're in an environment where unemployment rates are at 3.9%. We're back to pre-COVID rates. 4+ million people have left their jobs every month since July of 2021. So finding top talent is a hard thing to do. So you can't necessarily just throw human capital at it, especially if you're in engineering, especially if you're in marketing. I mean, those two areas right now in today's marketplace are super hard to find top talent. So the answer is it depends.